The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you draw your quarterback? Make sure you see your guys open before you deliver.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Watson on 3rd down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
Watson trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Set, ready. Shot, 17. Set.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Shifts past him at the 45. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The good pickup there at 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Lance on the keeper.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field. But when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield. And he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown 49ers. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Watson now to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a give to Herbert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. Or maybe even routes versus air. Because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Here's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Here we go, back.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. The Niners at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
The Lance going to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Handoff for Herbert.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Watson on 1st down.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Watson.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Throwing now is Lance. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Lance now to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lance again.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Set, punt. Steal, flat.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Watson. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now a hit and a loose football.
And that That's what friends are for.
Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. First down, San Francisco to pick up 13 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have retaken a third-quarter lead. Rohrwasser now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Watson flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this is incomplete. Charlie Werner, the tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Here's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Dan, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Herbert. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Watson now to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Pardon, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Again, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Browns.
Donovan Peoples-Jones from 13 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Once again, it's Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, back.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk. I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, and I got it.